You guys are in for a treat. Made a trip to Oklahoma City with my wife. We had a great time. Got to see the farmer's market right downtown OKC. What a cool event. Man, it was off the chains. I got so inspired to do a cool dish. Hey, let me show you. Let's just get on with it. Let me show you what it is. Let's go in the kitchen about the dish. So excited to have you guys in the Chef Brooks kitchen today. We're gonna do a really simple chicken pasta dish. Nice and super simple beauty right there. That's made with so much love. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here today. We are going to throw down. I'm telling you, I went to the farmer's market and we got some great ingredients. Hey, the first thing we got to do is get these pork chops ready to go. This is just butter that I already have browned. It's been in there for a couple of minutes and I've just let it go. It's a half a stick of unsalted butter from Hiland Dairy. And I've just let it start to brown off. You can see it's got a little bit of sizzle going to it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it fired up because we're getting these babies ready to go. This is a double boned pork chop. And man, they are delicious. This is a good quality one as well. And you wanna make sure that you have a good quality. This one has the chine bone. So when we get ready to plate, we can have a lot of options with that. It's super simple. From here, we just wanna make sure we season it all the way around. The first thing I did was make this seasoning, and it is just salt and pepper and garlic, chili powder, and smoked paprika. It's dark chili powder as well. It's basically a barbecue spice, and I want to get it all over this pork chop. The only thing missing that would make it a barbecue spice is brown sugar. And I thought that the brown sugar would just make the pork chops too dark. So I want to keep them as light as I can, not look like they've been burned. So I'm going to take that beautiful muscle and sit it right in that butter. Now, that chine bone is going to keep it from submerging, so you just got to make sure you flatten it out. And we'll do the same thing to this guy. Once I get this in there, I'm going to make sure that I let the heat down just enough, but just give it a little bit of a press. And I'll get rid of these gloves. We're going to go to about medium on that. I don't want to smoke up the room too much. And we'll get rid of this and that. We may need that a little bit later. We'll get those gloves out of there too. Now, once I get those guys going, we really want to start prepping the rest of the dish. And it's pretty simple. We have these awesome potatoes. These are from the farmer's market and from the yard of a friend of mine. Thank you so much, Michelle. With these guys, I want to just get them cut in half. And we can take as many as we need to feed our family. And while those are working, what we also want to do is get this skillet here going. We'll get a little butter in there because we need the butter to coat our potatoes. Just like that. Just get a quarter of a stick going while we're cutting our potatoes in half. And they're going to go right in. The oven is already set at 350, and we're just going to get these guys cooking. We want them to have a nice color on them. Little reds and little goldies. It makes a real nice mix. And you make as many as you want. We'll get some more red in there. But just give them a quick cut, right in half. And that's pretty much it. Well, let's see, let's get that guy up to high so we'll get going. And we'll get our potatoes right in. Really, y'all, all I'm gonna do with these is coat them in the butter. I'm gonna season them with salt and pepper and granulated garlic. I have a mix right here that I keep, and this is kosher salt, black pepper, and granulated garlic. Super simple. We use it in the kitchen every week. And really, it's just, we wanna get those guys there going. Season it with salt and pepper. And once they get out of the oven in a little while, we're gonna add some fresh herbs to them just to give them a little bit more flavor. And they're really gonna be good. Let's see, let's grab a pair of tongs. We'll get our pork chops flipped. About 2 minutes each side. Oh yeah. That's looking good right there. That's looking good. They're gonna get a little bit charred, and that's okay. As long as we don't let them go too long, they'll be just fine, man. But these are gonna be really, really good. So what we're gonna do with these, get them right out of this skillet. We need this to finish our dish. So we'll take another cast iron skillet and just carry our pork chops over to it, and they can go right into the oven. 350 degrees. And the last thing we want to do, give a good shake and toss to our potatoes. Coat them all in that butter. And you can see how they're getting that shiny look to them. Everybody's getting some of that brown and butter on them. And these guys also will go right into the oven at 350. Oh my gosh, those are gonna be so good. Y'all stick around about the dish. We're gonna be right back. These potatoes are super simple. We cut them in half, coat them in butter, and put them in the oven.
Oh, Auntie, you can't put that right in the dishwasher.
Watch me. With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have upped my dish game. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
In that dishwasher?
In that dishwasher.
Only Platinum Plus is packed with more Dawn to remove up to 100% of grease and food residue. Get the highest standard of clean, even in your machine.
Clean enough for you?
Yeah.
Scrape, load, done. Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
So many people have a real struggle to find their place in the world. But you know, I've helped thousands of people as a real estate and lifestyle expert. As a result of that, I really understand the personalized nature and process of discovery.
Man, I feel like I found a really nice home here, for sure.
Well, and that's why I bring people inspiration that you provide, so you can stimulate their hearts and minds.
Yes, their stomachs as well. I'm a stomach guy, man.
Me too. Contact me. Let's spend some time exploring your hopes and dreams. Then I'll go out and find it for you.
Woo, that was an awesome game.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza in the area, you found it.
Best pizza in town.
It's the best lunch special around.
Games are always on.
And of course, Gusano's signature happiest hour.
For more information on our specials and events, go to gusanos.pizza.
See you at Gusano's.
In the morning when I rise, I know I've got you on my side. You're good for me, so naturally. And I can't wait for that fresh taste of richness you bring. I like the way you make me feel. Yeah.
Hiland Dairy knows that a good life is a collection of happy moments shared with family and friends. Make your moments more memorable with products that are wholesome and delicious, naturally.
That butter we had left over from those pork chops, we add shallot and garlic, we add our bourbon and some brown sugar for a great sauce. Okay, so we're gonna keep on rolling. So our pork chops are in the oven. We have to make a little bit of sauce for that. And so I have the butter that we were using. I don't want this butter to brown or this garlic to brown very much. We're gonna add some shallots. We're gonna cook that just long enough. Look at that, how quickly it starts to brown. I'm gonna add some bourbon. About half a cup, just dark bourbon to that brown butter. Give that a spin. If you're using open flame, man, make sure that you're very, very careful, because the whiskey, the bourbon will flame up on you. We're gonna add some brown sugar right to it. Just about a tablespoon. Look, We just want that to thicken up really good and be a nice glaze for our pork chops. The only thing that I'm going to do to this here is add a little bit of seasoning, and man, I'm going to remove it from the burner because I want it to stay together. So that is going to be a really nice glaze that's going to go right over the top of our pork chops. And we're going to sit that aside right there. Grab another cast iron skillet. Hey, and this one is a little bit larger because we're doing our vegetables. We want our vegetables to be really good. We have some fresh diced bacon. We're going to add right to this skillet. And look at that, how hot that skillet is already. That's why I love using the cast iron. We want to get this bacon to where it starts to get really crispy and going to be really good. We need that shallot and that garlic here in just a little while. We have some yellow squash that came from the farmer's market. And man, you know, I sure did enjoy going to Oklahoma City and getting to see the Comicon, another Comicon with my wife. I sure did enjoy it. But getting to go to the farmer's market there in downtown was just a cool experience. I got to see musicians and lots of pets, lots of cool stuff. Man, what a lot of fun. We're going to take one red onion and just get it diced up as well. And really, this is a rough chop is what we call this. Not too much cutting going on here. I want to make sure I keep an eye on my bacon too. Just make sure your temperature is good. Make sure you got some good ventilation going on as well. But this is about rendering this bacon to where it's crispy and the fat comes out of it. We need the fat to make the rest of our dish here. That's going to be really good. Now let's get back to this onion. This is a rough cut. And so for me, a rough cut will be cutting it right in half and then big sections. Just like that. And we're going to use the entire onion. Just like that. Now, I also, at the farmer's market, got some French breakfast radish. If you've never had these, they're so good. They pack a lot of punch. Oh my gosh, I was so happy that they had them at the farmer's market. But these are going to make our dish so good. And all they need is just a little bit of work. And man, you can leave that root on there if you want to. I'm going to just try real hard to clean them up as fast as I can. While that bacon's cooking, I have a little bit of time just to clean up those roots. Leave the roots in the ground. And it won't take long. This is just a pint of these. If you want to clean them up real good. Now, that bacon is smelling real good. I'm going to get back over here because it's all going on in here. That render is good. And now, I want to leave this bacon a little bit under so I can finish up everything else. So, we're going to add our squash and our onions. Just get all these guys in. Once they get in there, we'll give them a toss and a good seasoning with salt, pepper, and garlic. And when we come back, we're going to show you the rest of this dish, man. It's going to be awesome. Y'all stick around. About the dish. That's where we are.
Tired of battling stubborn grease and grime? New Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser melts away stuck-on messes with the cleaning power of Dawn, plus the scrubbing power of a magic eraser. For a powerful clean that shines, try new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
I'm Jim Cash III, owner of the Diamond Center. I invite you to come visit us for all your jewelry needs, including celebrations, purchases, repurposing, or jewelry repairs. The Diamond Center offers the largest selection of engagement rings in the area, along with complete custom design for all those special occasions. My family's legacy in jewelry goes back 4 generations. We strive for excellent customer service, integrity in our pricing, and jewelry of the very best quality and craftsmanship. This is all backed by our exclusive free lifetime warranty. Come see us at the Diamond Center. celebrating a legacy of love.
At Chef Brooks Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com.
There's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%. Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. It cleans so well, you can replace multiple cleaning products. Try Dawn Power Wash.
All right, guys, welcome back. We've sweated down our vegetables, and we're gonna add a little bit of garlic right here to it, just about a teaspoon, and about the same amount of shallots right to it. These are base flavors. These are those staple flavors that we have in most dishes like this. And the reason that it's not rolling and steaming real good is because I turned it down. It's on medium to medium low. And that's good to add the garlic and the shallots. Again, we don't want the bitterness of those burning on us. And so to this, we're gonna add some color. We're gonna add a little bit of spice by adding some arugula, fresh arugula. It's got a good peppery flavor. And so we're gonna add it right in, and we're gonna season it with salt, pepper, and garlic, just over the top. Now, if you want to turn this back up, you can, but the time it takes to sweat down the greens, the rest of the dish will be really, really ready to go. So, I mean, again, it's a vegetable side dish, and so we really want to get this sweated down. We want the radishes to be sweat down as well. And so while that's going, I'm going to get a couple other things prepped for you here. We have just some fresh parsley here that we need. And I want to chop this up. And now I want to show you a couple of techniques here for the knife skills. We're going to use just the roll technique for this. This is one of those it's a basic cooking skill that I think everybody should know. This is about making sure your knife rolls. And so if I put something round here, you'll see that the knife just kind of rolls up and down and around it. And that's called the roll technique. Once we use it, once we're needing, just to get stuff chopped up real good, that roll technique is the best. And we make a good bridge with our fingers to keep them out of the way. Once we've done the roll technique to get this pile looking good, we're going to use the pivot technique. And that is just getting our hand on down near the point of the knife and just pivoting it back and forth across the ingredients to get them chopped up nice and fine. And that's just a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, but the longer you do it, the more you do it, the quicker you'll get. And we need this for our potatoes and for a garnish right at the end. Okay, and that looks great. The other thing we're gonna do is just take some fresh thyme. I'm not even gonna do too much chopping to this. I'm gonna just take the leaves off the thyme and get rid of the stems. And we'll take about 4 or 5 of these, get the top, just get those leaves off of there. The leaves carry all the flavor, they really do. And the stalks or the stems will be really hard inside your ingredients, inside your dish. You'll notice some, you'll bite into it and it'll be like eating a, just a piece of wood. So we'll just take a few of those and get the leaves right off. And then I'll take those leaves and just barely give them a chop. Again, we'll use the pivot technique. And that's it. I'm gonna have this for garnish for the rest of the dish. And I'm gonna add a little bit right here so that my vegetables get a good coating. And I'm gonna give these a toss. And you can see that those greens are starting to wilt. Smells so dang good. Bacon and onions, or bacon is just such a good flavor. You can't go wrong with it. You can just start cooking bacon and onions in the house and everybody comes running. The dog, the cats, all the kids, they all come running. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. Now, I think our potatoes are real close. When we get back, we're gonna get those out. We're gonna get our pork chops out, get it glazed, make you a beautiful plate. It is about the dish. We'll be back in just a bit. That looks so good.
Dreaming of owning an RV? Well, now is the time to add a little comfort to your vacations by investing in your home away from home. Make your dream come true with Wheels RV, the #1 new RV dealer in Northwest Arkansas. We carry brands like Grand Design, Brinkley, Flagstaff, No Boundaries, and Vibe. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. Find us 5 miles west of I-49 under the Tontitown Water Tower.
Southern Loft is a unique home furnishing store, offering furniture and decor in an inspiring atmosphere. We carry brands like Lexington and Bella, Caracol, and many more, all with great solutions for your season of life. Visit us today. We are located in the heart of Fayetteville, Arkansas on North College. That is why Southern Loft is a different kind of furniture store.
In the morning when I rise, I know I've got you on my side. You're good for me, so naturally. And I can't wait for that fresh taste of richness you bring. I like the way you make me feel. Yeah.
Hiland Dairy knows that a good life is a collection of happy moments shared with family and friends. Make your moments more memorable with products that are wholesome and delicious, naturally.
There are good things going on in the About the Dish kitchen. Oh my goodness. Our potatoes are done. Our pork chop is done. Let's grab both of those out of the oven and get them ready to go on a plate. And I want you to see these babies right here. They are just beautiful. And then look. Oh my gosh. Ooh-wee. Now, so a couple of things that we have to do. We have to remember that that is hot. It just came out of the oven, so don't touch it with your bare hand, but we're gonna add right to this some of that fresh chopped herbs that we just did. And man, we'll hit it again with just a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic. And give it a toss. Just to coat, just like that. And now you can see all of those potatoes have herbs on them. They have some of that good seasoning on there and they look good. Let's grab our little baby tongs and we'll pick this guy right here. I love these because I get to stand them up on the plate and make it look cool. Isn't that cool right there? We'll grab some of these potatoes set them on the side over here. And they are nice and soft and delicious. It's gonna be so good. It's just like adding shallots and garlic with some bacon. You know, the bacon and onions, those are flavors you cannot go wrong with. This is the same type of deal. Let's grab our veggies. We'll go to the other side of the plate. I want to turn that around so you can see that. Make sure you get some of those radishes. They are the star of the show. They got to go on there just like that. A little bit more of that. Greens on there. Oh, yeah. Now, the last thing we want to do, we got to make sure we get our sauce right onto the top of that pork chop. Man, just make sure you get it whisked up really good. You need to return it to the heat for a second. That's okay. But we'll go right from our pan right over the top with that beautiful glaze. Just make sure you get it where that is shiny. That chop is beautiful. It's got all that love on it. That brown sugar will just act like a glue on there. Oh my gosh, right there. Oh, okay, so it's up to you, man. If you want to add some more of those herbs to the plate, you can. I chopped up some green onions just to go over our potatoes. A little bit around the plate if you want. It's up to you. You can put a little bit right over the top of that pork chop. Man, and you call them to the table and say, your dinner is ready. This is, oh my gosh, what a beautiful pork chop with a brown sugar glaze, a bourbon brown sugar glaze. Those right there are French breakfast radishes, nice vegetables, and some beautiful farmer's market potatoes. What a great dish. I hope you guys have a great day. It doesn't get any better than that. What a great dish. Listen, the pork chop, the bones are sticking up like that. I love it. We put the glaze right on top. Those French breakfast radishes on the side with that, oh my gosh, the arugula, the squash, so good. The bacon and onions, so, so good. The potatoes, they're super simple, yes, but they turned out delicious. Guys, I hope you'll try this recipe. Please check out all our social media platforms. We're all over the place. Hey, it's Chef Brooks about the dish. Cool. Man, what a great, damn it. At Chef Brooks Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com.